personality, Demario Scott. It's always a blast to come before you guys every Thursday and Friday to talk about something extraordinary. So, right now, I'm going to allow some people to come on. Once some people come on, then we'll go ahead and get started on some things that we're going to talk about tonight. You probably wonder what we're going to talk about. Well, you just got to stay tuned just to see what we're going to talk about, okay? So I'm waiting on some people to come in and join in. I know some people in Facebook world, Instagram world, Haps TV world, Twitter, YouTube. So I'm just going to allow some people to come on very briefly, and then we're going to go ahead and get into the topic of discussion for tonight. How's that? All right. So I will be sitting here, or I may be walking away, but even though I'm sitting here or walking away, I'm still here. Okay. Just one FYI. Okay. Hold on just a second, y'all. All right, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it. So I thank you guys for your time and patience. I know there's so many people in the Facebook world, Instagram world, YouTube, Haps TV world, Twitter. Yes, YouTube. Thank you. All right, Twitter. Thank you. So before I get started tonight, I just want to let you know that HAPS offers a free world class broadcasting tool, a community eager to collaborate, and a simple way for viewers to support creators financially. Okay? So, hi everyone. Today, I'm using HAPS, an exciting new platform and makes it super easy to me to simultaneously broadcast to all my social channels and see all of your comments in one place. If you are enjoying my broadcast, I encourage you to download the HAPS app today and subscribe for more content. You'll even get 100 free coins for joining, which you can use to support my work. All right. So you can download HAPS app, HAPPS app, and subscribe to get notified when I go live and support my work on HAPS. It can be $1, $5, $10, whatever your heart content. Okay. So make sure that you guys sponsor me. All right. So you can go to my page, subscribe to it, and under there you see sponsor. Okay. So whatever you want to give out of your generosity, out of your pockets, I strongly encourage you. It will go to my ministry program um, for royalty kings and queens. Okay. Hold on just a second, y'all. Be right back. All right, y'all. I'm back. I'm back. Sorry for that. Sorry for that. So, if you would like to sponsor me, I strongly suggest you go ahead and do that. All right. Everything's going to my ministry. Like I said, if you love what I'm doing, by any means necessary, thank you. You can tell your family and friends about it every Thursday and Friday from 7 o'clock to 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do be on here. There will be times where I will not be on here, but that's only because God is pretty much moving me in a whole nother direction. It doesn't mean that He's not moving me away from this that I love doing, because He already have me already set up, prompt, and ready to go. Okay, that's how God works, right? In mysterious ways. So, what I'm going to talk about tonight is, probably want to guess, don't you? Ha. All right. So tonight, scripture comes from John chapter 7, verses 37 through 38. And it states as, in the last days, the great day of the feast, Jesus stood and cried, saying, if any man thirst, let him come unto me and drink. He that believe on me, as the scripture hath said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. Now, the whole inspiration behind the scripture follows as, whatever your worries are and stresses, Jesus is the answer. He makes the hardest affliction lighter. He carries the weight with you. Jesus is life. You need water to live, but Jesus is better than water. He fills you up. He makes us feel full. He overfills our cup with joy and gladness. He is great, kind, and fulfilling to our soul. So just to piggyback up on that, and we will get into the prayer later. See, when I mean God works in mysterious ways, He makes sure that we have stuff available in today's society to provide us with what we need. He made sure we have food. He made sure we have some water to drink or juice to drink. He made sure that we have clothes on our backs, hat to wear, glasses to wear if you have to wear them, or just in general, not having glasses at all, but you can be able to see through your eyesight. The breath that you be able to feel, to be able to walk in the spirit of the life. He giving you that opportunity to be able to do all of that. Okay, so if you always wonder, will God provide, give you everything that you need? I don't know if anybody else can give you what you need. Sometimes you have to ask people multiple times. That's your family, that's your friends, strangers maybe. Can you give me this? Can you give me that? And stuff like that. And God already gave you what you need. And so that's what I love about God. It's no question when it comes down to God. When He started to provide everything, He laid out the blueprint specifically for me and for you to abide by. Now, I understand that sometimes you have friends that will go hard for you in the paint. that will be there no matter what the circumstance. When you call them in the middle of the night or throughout the day, they always there to be there for you no matter what. Now, I understand that there are some people out there you just can't really count on. I get it. And I strongly suggest you change your friends, change your mind, change your thoughts, change whatever it is that you need to do to separate yourself from people that don't want the best in you. Okay? So that's what you have to realize. The other thing that we have to realize based on the scripture um, is worries. I know worries can be one of the biggest things, or it can be one of the smallest things, or it can be nothing that you have in your vicinity inside your spirit. Now, the thing about it is, I tell people all the time, you can have worries, you can have depression, you can have distress, you can have all this in the dictionary or wherever you see the word. But at the end of the day, are you the word? Are you what man said you to be? Are you gonna abide by some of the things that you feel? But see, the thing about it is, once you start to speak certain things on your spirit, you become that. Okay. Now, if you decide, hey, I'm not gonna create that mindset. I'm not gonna create that mindset of feeling stressed out, being depressed, all of that stuff. When you start to tell yourself that, you start to create a whole nother thought that what God has abundant for you. But see, the thing about it is, you have to leave your worries, your suffering, your pain on God's footsteps, because He's going to be able to turn some things around in the middle of the night, in the day, the hour, the time. You just never know when God is willing to provide certain things for your life to open up miracle doors. And so you have to stay in tune. You have to stay in the loop, like they say, because God is looking to do some things that you never thought that He would have done for you. Now, the thing about you, we have to worry about. Not worry about. The things that we have to think about is we don't have to worry about what tomorrow may bring. Live for today. God told us to live for the day. Okay? I understand that. I know that tomorrow is not promised. I get it. You and I already understand that tomorrow is not promised. So, while we are living in the feast of what God has provided, even if this is our last supper, our meal, or something to drink on, such as water, whatever it may be. The thing about it is, let's live in today. Let's let the day be today and let tomorrow be tomorrow. Because God is willing to bring you through some things if you be able to accept what you have in today. Okay? So tomorrow, it's going to be tomorrow. Once this day ends, it ends. You can't go back and change nothing. Now, what you can do in a brand new day is have a thought process of a winning attitude. See, once you have a winning attitude about who you are as a person, man or woman or child, you start to distinguish the various things that's going to help you to propel to go forward. Because see, the thing about it is, if you don't work on the things that bothers you the most, that worries you the most, it's going to eat you alive. Who wants to live in a eat alive society? Live in a society where you thinking positive, have that energy. Let's get it up. The thing about it is, we said we're excited to see a new day. Let's turn it up like we're excited to see a new day. Let's feel blessed that we excited a new day. I understand that some of us be excited when we're ready to hear our favorite song on the radio. Well, let's get excited when we hear prayer. Put prayer in our day. Let's get excited about that. Let's still stand on our own environment and say, God, I trust you to make a way out of no way, because I know that with me putting my trust in you, that you will be able to make this day a fabulous day. Because see, the thing about it is, even though it's day or night, you can be robbed in broad daylight like a thief in the night. But you must work on the things that that's going to circumference yourself to think differently out here. So you got to open your mind a little bit. You got to tell yourself every single day, I would not have to, I don't want to put my worries on nobody. I don't want to put no worries on myself. I want to live a straightforward lifestyle where I can be happy for what I'm doing. Because, see, the thing about it, when people start to see happiness in you, they'll be able to start to pursue their own happiness. I know that there have been multiple times since I have started my life in this whole industry, meaning in the fashion industry, in the acting industry, in the photography industry, in whatever industry that God has me in. I'm very excited to know that when somebody give me feedback and say, Mario, you know what? It's because of you that helped me keep going. It's because of your strong messages that you say in the morning time when you say good morning. It don't cost you nothing to say good morning to nobody. It don't cost you nothing to tell somebody to have a great day. It don't cost you nothing to publicize what you want people to feel from your post on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or Twitter or wherever you posting at. Because, see, the thing about it, you have to get into brightening your horizon. Because, see, the thing about it is once you start to believe in yourself, you will have that I still believe attitude about myself. Because, see, nobody can take away your joy unless you allow someone to take away that joy. Because, see, as long as you have joy on the inside, people will be able to see the glow on the outside. Because, see, you don't took care of self on the inside first. You made sure you ate good today because God take care of it. You made sure you had something to drink today because God take care of it. You made sure you was able to get up this morning and crank your car up and go where you need to go, or have money in your pocket or in your bank account to be able to overflow all understandings for you to get to where you need to go, for so you can be able to have the basic concept of what God has already provided for you. You know what I'm saying? So the thing about it is we have to stay focused out here, ladies and gentlemen. We cannot get complacent with the things that are going on out here. I always tell people you can live in the world, but you ain't got to be of the world. And what I mean by that is when you inside the world, meaning what you see, just like you look at your cell phone right now, that's just the image. Okay? When God look at you, you are the image of him. Okay? So by meaning that when I say of the world, just because things are going on, and I'm not saying because you walking out here, you're still looking at the image of what's going on out here. But what I mean by of the world, you ain't got to participate in what everybody say that you need to be. If a person say you need to showboat out here, you ain't got to showboat. If a person said jump off the bridge, are you gonna jump? If somebody say do this or that, are you gonna allow that to entertain your brain? Because, see, ladies and gentlemen, we gotta wake up and we have to think for ourselves. We have to think what's gonna help us to go forward and be able to lay the solid foundation in order for us to be able to make things happen. Okay? So it's the little things. I tell people this all the time. It's the little things that counts in order for you to stand out and be the best person that you can be, man or woman or child or teenager or kid or babies. Okay? So we have to be able to put certain things into practice in order for us to succeed in what we're trying to do and what we're asking God to be able to bless us upon so that we can be in that number, meaning that journey that he has available for us in order for us to be able to succeed. I know that some people say, well, Mario, um, things are happening in the world. You know, what should I do to plan differently? Live. Just live. Whatever is around us, it could be an easy fix. If God can fix it for you today, He will fix it. If it's some things that you feel like you need to tweak, tweak it. Okay? Because the thing about it is, God blessed us with a thought process. It's just like He blessed us with food on the table and some water to drink, so that we can stay hydrated in today's society. So we must focus on thinking positive a lot of times. We ain't always got to think negative all the time about what's going on out here. We need to start thinking positive. We need to start, putting stuff into play. When we wake up in the morning time, we need to thank God for giving us the opportunity to start our day on the right foot, to be able to give us the opportunity to breathe again, to think again, to love again, to be sincere toward others. I understand that some of us are treating each other's like trash, like yesterday's trash. I feel like we as a people, as a whole, need to make the right decisions when we start to have partnership with different people that we come in contact with. I understand there's no bumper sticker on nobody's forehead to say you need to stay away from that person, or you need to make better choices. You should be able to make better choices every single day. You know what's good for you and what's not good for you. You know what I'm saying? When you go to the grocery store and you see a bad apple, are you gonna grab the bad apple and put it in the bag, weigh it, and pay for it? Or are you gonna look at that apple, examine that apple, make sure it look pearly red. Of course, you got to clean it when you get home, weigh it, uh, make sure you're paying the X amount of dollars for it and stuff like that, and then you can be able to eat that apple. All right. So that's what we have to understand. A lot of times, once we start to reach the main objective of why we're here in the first place, you start to understand where you don't have to worry about over your life. Let God take over your life. That's what you need to do. You need to allow God to take over what you can't handle. Because see, the thing about it, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna tell you why God gonna handle this. Because there's multiple times that some of us out here, and I'll be the first one to tell you, I always felt like I can step in God's shoes or in Jesus' shoes, and I feel like I can do all the things by myself. But let me tell you, if God didn't bless all of us at who we are, we wouldn't be walking the face of the earth. We wouldn't be able to do some of the things that we're really doing right now. If you understand what I'm saying. So we need God every day in our life to fix the things that we need to do to help us to succeed and help us grow. I see a lot of people right now are doing some great things. And I just want to let you know here on my broadcast, thank you. Thank you for being excellent. Thank you for doing the thing that God asks you to do. Thank you for, doing something different, stepping outside the box, being an entrepreneur, being a hairstylist, being an actor, being an actress, being a photographer, being a video editor, whatever your role and responsibility that God has blessed you upon, keep doing it. People like it. If people don't like it, so what? You like it. All right? So the thing about it is that of course they have to like it, even though they're gonna complain about why they don't like certain things, they still like it. They just ain't telling you the truth. Okay? But it's okay. We ain't looking for nobody to tell the truth around here. Because we know when people are really telling the truth and when people are being false about certain situations, right? I mean, that's just how it is in today's society. People gonna be people. So what we got to remember, ladies and gentlemen, and the bread that needs to be fed for the day, start to take in the things that God has available for you to be the best person that you can be. When you start to look inside yourself or look inside the mirror and say, God, I trust you through the process of making a way out of no way. I know that you have open doors that you want me to walk in. I know you have money that's available to hit my bank account today or tomorrow or whenever it hit my bank account. God, I trust you to give me the strength and the power to keep driving my car, making sure I have all the maintenance things up to par in order for my car to run smoothly. God, I just thank you for making sure that all these grocery stores stay stocked up as much as possible so that I can have food in my own refrigerator or freezer, or to be able to have a cabinet to keep the canned goods in. So, you just have to be thankful, ladies and gentlemen. You have to be thankful for the shortcomings as well as the big comings. You know what I'm saying? Because, see, the thing about it, in order for you to see the big picture, you have to start small. Once you start small, then you can be able to see big. And when you see the big picture, and like they said, with the mustard seed, the mustard seed gets as bigger as you want it to be. But it started small, just like how we started off. We all started off at one common ground before we was able to lift ourselves up to do the things that we're doing in today's society. And while we were doing certain things in society, we didn't have to worry when the next paycheck was coming in. If you did, you already know it was on the way anyway, because God works around the clock to make sure that He brings favor into your life no matter what. Okay? So that's the beautiful part about how God works in our life. And sometimes, like I said, the simplest prayer for anything that you may be going through, and I'm telling you this, for anything that you may be going through, look it up on Google. Better yet, look it up in the Bible. Okay? Look up what you need to look up, and it will help you. Whatever scripture that will help you, whatever type of motivation information will help you to be able to be the best person that you can be. Because see, the thing about it is when somebody puts something on your heart as fresh as information, it's either for you to obtain it or detain it. Okay, so I hope that you obtain it instead of detain it. Because once you start to obtain the information and the strong knowledge, you start to let it play in your life. Okay? Just like how you let music play in your life and you be able to recite all the lyrics and all of that stuff. Well, go ahead and recite the things that may bother you from time to time. That will help you get over the hump. And see, that's what we need to do. We need to hurdle over certain things in order for us to be able to get where we need to be. All right. So I just want to thank everybody for taking time out of your busy schedule to come on this Royalty Kings and Queens Corp ministry. Like I said, I do this every Thursday and every Friday from 7 o'clock to 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure that you invite some people out every single week. I would love to meet your people, their people, that, we can all be people. You know what I'm saying? So invite some people out the next time and let them know that this radio broadcast is about healing and finding a way to help somebody cross to the other side, if you know what I mean. All right. So there's going to be some times that I would not be on this broadcast. So starting next week, I would not be on here Thursday and Friday unless I find time out of my busy schedule to be able to be on here from 7 to 7:30. God has really blessed me to do some other amazing things with my life. So I'm very thankful. Not to say that He's not blessing me with this, because He did bless me with this. Okay. So I'm very excited about it. And yeah, make sure you check your time zone in your area for 7 o'clock, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. And also, if you are in the Jonesboro area, I strongly encourage you to come out to my first annual empowerment event. It's going down September the 25th, 2021. Okay. So the advance tickets are $20 and at the door would be $30. Now, there's three methods of payments. You can pay cash, you can do Cash App, $King Mario 27, or you can do Zelle, Zelle. Okay, Zelle. But you can use my email address, dazNino@gmail.com. All right. So with nothing else left to be said, make sure that you guys follow me on Facebook, the Mario Scott, Instagram, King Mario 27, my radio page, Royalty Kings and Queens Corp radio show on Facebook and Instagram. Follow me on YouTube, Royalty Kings and Queens radio show, and also follow my photography page, RKQC Photography. Make sure you DM me for rates and pricing, serious inquiries only. Also, you can reach me on HAPS TV, HAPPS.TV / Demario Scott. All right. So thank you, Facebook world, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and HAPS TV. Thank you guys, my radio page, as well as my fashion clothing brand. Thank you guys for taking time out of your busy schedule. And I'm signing out.